Sir, Dr. Dharmarao, good afternoon, sir. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Very well, sir. Very well.
Yeah, Dr.
Cyril Raj.
You're Dr. Balmurugan.
Balamurugan, Bala. I'm myself, Dr. Cyril Raj.
Oh, Cyril Raj. Okay. You are the Honorary Secretary.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good. Okay.
My boss is Dr. Balamurugan, my chairman.
Okay.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes.
Nice to have you, sir. So it's our pleasure inviting you, sir. So it would be a great evening for us as well as the students.
It's my pleasure. Actually, it's so exciting to interact with engineers.
Very great, sir.
Sir, actually, I was going through one profile of an IAS officer, with similar name of yours, where he is an engineer by profession. So I hope, is it you or somebody else?
No, I'm not an engineer. But I am a technical person in the sense I'm a geologist.
Oh, that's what geologist, sir.
I have done my PhD in earth sciences.
Earth science, yes, sir. Great, sir. Great. Sir, actually, now you are there at Delhi, no, sir?
Yeah, most of the time I am in Delhi. Recently, I have retired and come to Hyderabad, but I keep going to Delhi for UPSC interviews, selection committees, etc.
So really, we have, in our university where I am working as additional registrar, I am working as additional registrar of Dr. MGR Education Research Institute. In short, we call our university as MGR University. It's a
very
university. So we have BSc Geology also. So one of the well-taken department where, though we admit only limited number of students, not exceeding 15 numbers. So there are really best students are thronging to take geology because they feel that there are a lot of opportunities available for geologists. I think probably in that aspects, I think we'll invite you somewhere in the next academic year. Please share your vast knowledge, sir.
Yeah, sure. It is very challenging and very potentially very good for jobs. No geologist is jobless.
Yes, sir. You are correct, sir. You are correct.
So similarly, civil engineering is also like that. Civil engineering also has a part of geology in that.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, shall we start the event? Sir, shall we start?
Yes. From my side, I'm ready.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Aksha from IEI Tiruvallur Local Center. Now, let me give you a small introduction of IEI. The Institution of Engineers India, established in 1920, and incorporated by the Royal Charter in 1935 and recognized as a scientific and industrial research organization by Ministry of Science and Technology. Government of India and we are happy to present in this grand occasion. The Institution of Engineers India Tiruvallur Local Centre initiated in the year 2017 and executed the following tagged events titled as IEI Monthly Technical Lectures, IEI Statutory Day Celebrations, IEI Battery, IEI International Seminars, IEI Tesla Awards, and IEI Intex. As on date, nearly 1,300 plus professional members, 22 plus student chapters, and organized 150 plus events with 35,000 participants and 20,000 plus views in YouTube channel. In line with this, today we all are gathered here for the event titled as Why an Engineer Should Aim for an Administrative Service IAS by Dr. Dharma Rao sir. Now, I request Dr. Cyril Raj sir, Honorable Secretary of IEI Tiruvallur Local Centre, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, you're on mute, sir.
Respected Chairman TBLC Local Center, Dr. Balamurugan, respected Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Dharma Rao, who has instantly accepted our invite to share his vast ocean of experience as ardent IAS officer who is from the technical background. So Sir has done his PhD in geology, who has done a tremendous contribution as far as our nation building is concerned. Dear participants, when Sir accepted this particular topic, I gone through some of the data where from 2017 to till date, around 64% of IAS, IPS successful aspirants are engineers, and then a small portion of medicos also in that particular category. So totally, it is a paradigm shift as far as the engineers, especially taking up the topmost job of our country, the IAS and then the IPS. So really, it is a happy trend. The reason behind this, definitely engineers are prepared with a lot of skills and then a lot of value additions. All these things are happening there. Especially it is their analytical ability and then analytical reasoning ability, as well as meddling with the different technologies. All these things are making them to easily adapt and then stand before the high competition of the civil aptitude test, all these things. So really, it is doing well. The engineers are doing well, and then at the same time, if you see the performance of these engineers as administrators, so definitely they are tech savvy. I think doctor will give more insight on how his administration ability is augmented with the technology infused onto his administrative activities, all these things, clear. So it is really great of having such a wonderful resource person to motivate all the budding engineers to become, to aspire for an IAS or IPS officer. That is the topmost, respect any citizen can get in our country as far as administration is concerned. I think if you see the trend, even a lot of engineers are quitting their job, lucrative job, and then they're taking up these sort of administrative job. So thanks to our resource person, Dr. Dharma Rao, for accepting our invite. So now the stage is yours, sir.
Oh, you want me to talk now? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Vishnu, do you have any agenda for, a very formal introduction, of our chief guest, Vishnu?
Yes.
Yeah, please, because actually, I've given only a hint. Suppose you have a detailed profile, why don't you do it? So let me be
Yes, sir. Having.
Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We have detailed profile about the speaker.
Yes.
Thank you, Cyril sir. Now I request Dr. Balmurugan sir, Chairman of IEI Tiruvallur Local Center, to give opening remarks.
Yes. We have a renowned personality to share his thought process about how to become an administrative officer. So, being an engineer, so we might have a lot of things to learn and execute. But last 10 to 15 years, the developing countries are looking into a smarter thing because of the execution. So, whenever the administration is very strong, and the projects and other perspectives would be in a different versions. So in Tamil Nadu, we could see that all the administrative officers who are coming up are from engineering background, and we could also see that all the clusters in Tamil Nadu, the industrial clusters, which is mobilizing in a different way, it's all because of the administration which is happening. So in other part of the country too, we could see that the administrative officer who have gone from Tamil Nadu as an engineer, so they are performing well. So recently in Odisha, they have adapted as an MLA for the administration. So these are all the changes that is happening. So, and when coming to our own ability to learn such things, means we need to learn who is an administrator. So everyone can be an engineer, so executing their domain knowledge, but an administration is a project leader who would be a thought leader executing and devising a project in complete shape. We could give an example like an engineer who has transformed means, so like a person Sridhar, so who is an engineer who has devised as a administrative officer, so who has devised the metro project, so which is very much appreciable for the entire country, and it is also the very good execution by him. Whatever projects he has devised, that is the shape which is giving to the other states also. So likewise, today we have a renowned person to talk about it. I don't want to take much of the time. So to inspire all the engineers, today we have Dr. Dharmarao. So he would be giving all the information. So before that, we need to understand, so what is Tiruvallur Local Center? So Institution of Engineers would be the primary objective of this engineering community, that they would be connected and they would be cherishing the knowledge whatever been transferred by all these speakers. So today we have introduction of all such things, and we might also have an inspiration by our speakers. We welcome you, sir, for this program. So before that, we would have IATVLC. So what is the Tiruvallur Local Center doing, and the Institution of Engineers perspective. So please hurry, and Vaibhav, please take the program. So all the very best for all the students community who have joined together. So this YouTube, who are people watching it in YouTube also, they might have a greater inspiration to pursue their higher studies in administration perspective. So all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I ask Mr. P. Vaibhav to give a small introduction about the speaker.
Thank you, Akshaya. So now I'm going to give a small introduction about Dr. Dharma Rao sir. So Dr. Dharma Rao sir is a distinguished figure in civil service coaching and an educational mentorship from Hyderabad, Telangana, India, with a multi-faced background as scientist, administrative, and a seasoned civil servant. Dharma Rao sir brings over 3 decades of professional experience in various central ministry of government of India, having earned a doctorate in geological and earth science from Osma University. Dharma Rao sir possessed a profound understanding of sustainable water management and research in earth science. Additionally, has actively contributed a national health program, particularly in HIV and AIDS control, showcasing the commitments to the public service and social well-being. With a track record of mentoring over 100 plus students annually, and Dharma Rao sir embodied the transforming power of mentorship as the motivational speaker in educational consultant, continued to inspire and guide the aspiring civil servants on the journey towards achieving their goals. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vibha. Now I welcome our speaker Dharma Rao sir to start his event.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to interact with you all. I'm very excited because I'll be interacting mostly with the engineering students, whom I always consider to be the cream of our society. Well, they can join Indian Administrative Service or whatever they may be doing. They have always been and are contributing to the national building. So, at the outset, let me take the opportunity of thanking the IEI, Dr. Balamurugan and Mr. Cyril Raj for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts about the engineers joining civil services. So it has been a great pleasure earlier also to be associated with the IEI, because my first posting was in the Department of Science and Technology, which is the main nodal ministry for IEI. So it is a matter of both pride and privilege to be associated with it and its students again today. So we all know that the Institution of Engineers is the largest multidisciplinary professional body of engineers, which brings together a bouquet of disciplines. I think as many as 9 disciplines of engineering here. So as already Dr. Cyril Raj has told, so if you see the statistics of the last decade of the performance in the civil services, it is now almost nearly 60%. In fact, in 2020, it was almost up to 67% of candidates with this engineering discipline have qualified in the civil services examination. So it has been steadily increasing and it will continue to increase because the engineers have a distinct advantage. So, if you take the data from the Department of Personnel and Training website, they have listed the candidates and their background, what disciplines they're coming from, and all that. You can clearly see that the engineers outsmart and outnumber all other disciplines, including the myth that humanities is the best for civil services. But the last decade statistics do not show that it is the humanities, but it is the engineers who have taken over and have been doing very, very well. So you may ask, can anyone of you, I think we have about 35, 36 participants, engineers, Can any one of you tell why engineers have an edge over the other disciplines like humanities or medicine or law or whatever? Just one point so that we can keep the session interactive. Of course, I will tell my own points out of my experience, but I want students to also think and interact. Can anyone student tell? Don't bother if it is right or wrong. It is just to for interaction's sake. Okay, someone says engineers are problem solvers. Very good. Excellent. Yes, they are problem solvers, not only while appearing for various competitive exams, but also in life. So if something happens at home, it is always the engineer brother or the sister who takes care. The fuse has gone out, or there is some issue in fixing the gas, or any other household, your air conditioner, you are not able to tune it properly to maximum efficiency. All these household things which cause minute problems. Someone like me from the humanities, we just raise our hands and we say we don't know. But the engineers, they come forward and immediately chat. I think someone else also wants to. Yeah, engineers are problem solvers. Very good. So let us discuss this. I will share from my own experience why engineers are doing well and why engineers are preferred, and what are the basic advantages they have over the other disciplines. The first and the foremost is there is an exam called the Civil Services Aptitude Test, which along with the General Studies test, you also have to take this test. And it's also 300 marks. And earlier, those marks from CSAT were also included in the exam, but now they are not included because many of those who are appearing with the humanities are actually not qualifying. So this CSAT, or the Civil Services Aptitude Test of 300 marks, the engineers, coming from engineering background of any discipline, they don't have to prepare at all because it consists of simple mental aptitude and arithmetic. Whereas those who are not from engineering background, they have to go for coaching because they have to do problem solving, arithmetic, quantitative aptitude, mental aptitude, and all other related things. Fortunately for engineers, they would have done not only during the engineering, but even before that, even for their own competitive exam for getting through the engineering, they would have done all this simple arithmetic and all that. So they have a clear edge over all the other candidates. And then during this process of preparing for competitive exams at the JEE, GMAT, NEET level, they have already absorbed all the basics of general mental aptitude, which the humanities background are not able to figure out and do well. So they go for coaching and all that. So a lot of time is wasted on one particular subject, which the engineers, it's a cakewalk for them because they have already done it. So this is a clear edge for engineers compared to any other candidate appearing with humanities background. So one additional advantage they have is, so they may have joined other engineering colleges, but I'm sure they would have prepared for IIT, they would have prepared for NEET, they would have prepared for other all India based engineering entrance exams. So they would have done at least 8 to 10 engineering entrance exams before finally joining the engineering college which they like or which they chose. So this experience counts a lot in problem solving, in mental aptitude, and not only while preparing for the civil services exam, particularly for the main exam, which has where the questions are very analytical in nature, but also during the civil services. Okay. Then these are the two advantages. The other advantage, a very distinct advantage, I would say, is choosing an optional subject. You all know that you have to choose one optional subject. So what happens with the humanities background is they have a vast array of subjects to choose from: history, geography, or law, or whatever. But whereas an engineer can choose his own engineering discipline. So the advantage of choosing an engineering discipline is, number one, they already have gone through all the engineering aspects of it, the entire syllabus, plus they have made their own notes. That means all the material for the optional subject is already available with them. All that they have to do is a revision. So clearly there is a lot of gaining time as well as brushing up. You can go through the various journals and various advances in the subject, and you will be far ahead compared to any of the humanities. So obviously you have more options. Of course, as an engineer, you can also select some subject like psychology or anything like that. But then you have a distinct advantage by taking your own engineering optional. And then, as Dr. Cyril sir was saying, there is an analytical mindset which is there in the engineer, which nobody can deny, nobody can take it off, and it will always be used at the right time, at the time of examination, and also during your work in civil services. I will give you an example. When we were actually doing the IT with Chandrababu Naidu, that was when IT was actually happening in the 90s. I had a colleague of mine who was an electrical engineer. So we had this huge tender of entirely iodizing or wiring the entire Andhra Pradesh state. So we, along with the computers, we had to buy the UPS. You know what that UPS is? So we called for huge tender. Tender was finalized, and we shortlisted the top three. So in the top three, there was some L1, that is the lowest tender. He was saying, "Sir, you please give me the order." But my engineering friend said, "You see, you have to wait for one night. Please put your UPS which you have bought for demonstration. I want to see the power of the batteries which you have put in that." So he said all the three shortlisted to put their UPS. I don't know what he did. He connected those batteries with something and all that he did. And he says, "Okay, we will check up in the morning." So in the morning we came and we checked. The one who was the L1 tender, that person's UPS batteries failed. They could not sustain even 12 hours. So that was rejected, and we gave the order to one whose UPS was continuously working because the batteries did not die during the test of that last 12 hours we did in the night. So like this, so had we given the order to that lowest bidder and bought those UPS, it would have been shame to us, and we would have been pulled up that you have purchased spurious UPS in spite of being very competitive rate, and outside look was much more beautiful. But when we checked the batteries, it was so only an electrical engineer who had this idea of how the batteries function and how are they need to be tested, they're able to help. So this is just a small example. Like this, I have found engineers helping a lot in the civil services, even checking of huge infrastructure projects. Yes. Okay. So the next point is when you are answering questions in the mains, the questions asked are mainly very analytical in nature. How, why, and all that, which An engineer without much preparation, thanks to his practice during his engineering college times, he will be able to easily answer, very crisp to the point and within the word limit and time limit. So that is the greatest advantage an engineer has when he is preparing for the civil services. So added to this, last but not least, is the greatest advantage at the interview stage. In interview, some of the members who are from engineering discipline or engineering background, they tend to ask recent advances. What is happening? Say they may ask about AI, that is artificial intelligence, or some new kind of laptop or some cell phone, etc., which an engineer, by virtue of his interest and also being with people who are technical in and around, is updated with the knowledge. Whereas someone who is from history or psychology background, they don't have any new advances or anything. What advances can there be there in history? So they will have to go through that basic history questions only, which can sometimes be very, very bookish and sometimes very difficult. So engineer stands to be at a distinct advantage even at the interview stage. And no wonder the statistics prove that it is more than 60 to 65% who are cracking these civil services. Okay, so I thought these 5 points I will share with you. I hope you are all convinced that engineers definitely have an edge. Now, let us come to the other important question. And then I want one of you brilliant engineering students to interact with me. Tell me, why do engineers choose IAS, or why do they want to join civil services? Anyone? Just feel free to share. It's okay. Yes, somebody please share. Can you hear me?
Sir, can you repeat the question, sir?
I am asking, why does an engineer want to join civil services? Like, why any of you or any one of you wants to join civil services, leaving your engineering service or an engineering job?
Participants, you can unmute yourself and answer to what sir asked.
You can just text. That's enough. You can just text in the chat. Yeah, why do you want, should I type here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Actually, sir, it is like I want to join the civil service because of now I'm a civil engineer, but I have an aspect of doing service to society. So I need a power to do that, because as a common person, I can do only to a limit, or else I need some power to change something. So for that, I need to join civil service, sir.
Okay, I take that. That is a excellent way of looking at it. So let us put it this way. So there is no better job for doing public good, or as you say, social good, compared to any other job. Civil services job provides you an ample opportunity, particularly for those who are well-intentioned and want to do hard work and then improve the social being or social order or say public good. So that's a very valid point. Okay, the next question comes from, next answer comes from Anand Kumar. Engineers can understand the technical related problems easily and provide solutions to people of India. Yes, this is what we call as appropriate technology, like using vehicles with gas or some substitute for petrol, what we call as appropriate technology, etc. If you go to villages, Madhya Pradesh or even Telangana and all that, you find the same principle of pulley. You all know pulley. That pulley is put on the top of the well and the water is pulled so dangerously from that. So there can be some appropriate technology or substitute for that. These engineers can provide, so that is a very excitement for them to do these kind of things when they are the civil servants. And of course, because of their 5-year combined course, they learn a lot of things and then they can contribute professionally to our country with a very wide variety of exposure. Yes. So what else is attached with civil services that you want to join? Is not a lot of prestige associated with it? Is it not? And then job satisfaction. And also in civil services, you are given an opportunity to work in diverse fields. If you are an only electrical engineer or say electronics engineer, throughout your life, you will be only working in that. Whereas here, you can boss over electrical engineering people, mechanical engineering. So you are on top of it, you are a generalist, but inside you may be whatever. So you have a wide variety of jobs to do, which makes your job much more challenging, much more interesting, and much more dynamic compared to doing the same discipline throughout your life. Is it not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Anand, Manoj, Vishnu, Jagdishwar, please tell me, doesn't civil services provide you better opportunities in diverse fields so that you do not do a monotonous job of only a particular engineering aspect throughout life? So here you have diverse. You are one MD of road construction, once you may be doing civil construction, in one post you may be the head of ONGC, like oil drilling, etc. So it brings you a wide variety of jobs, making your job much more challenging. So, okay, you got these points. Why you should join civil services? So, as far as I am concerned, these are the few points which I thought I will share with you all. Now you can come up with any questions. If any, I'm ready to interact with you. Yes, please.
Students, if you have any questions, you're free to ask. You can unmute yourself to ask the questions, or you can even put it in the chat section.
Sir, sir, how to define a success in administrative role of engineering, sir? Engineers.
No, they are successful everywhere, not only in administration, but also in whatever job they are doing. So please don't misunderstand me that I am trying to push you or encourage you to join IAS or civil services. I always advise, in spite of being mentor for civil services, I say you follow your heart. If your heart is in engineering, you do that. But here we are only discussing what advantages the engineers have, both for preparing for the IAS and also after having joined the IAS, how best they can use their knowledge. Whereas someone with history, what knowledge can he use during civil services? Nothing. Whereas an engineer can. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Anyone else?
Sir,
Okay,
I
thank you.
have a question, sir.
Who I want to know your name. Manoj again.
Vaibhav.
Vaibhav. Okay. Vaibhav.
So actually, my question is the knowledge which we gain from another degree or like BTech or MTech. Now I'm studying civil engineering, BTech. So what can I get from the administrative exam or a service like IAS? It is more than this or what, sir?
It is much
Actually,
more than this. It is 10 times more than your just civil engineering job. So civil engineering job, you will join some cement or company or I don't know, or some infrastructure related. Whereas when you are in civil services, you can deal with IT, you can deal with health, you can deal with civil aviation. So you have a much wider spectrum of jobs, making your job much more challenging than otherwise you would have done as a civil engineer. Civil engineers don't have exciting jobs. A civil engineer is always superseded by a mechanical engineer. Your boss, you will always be junior or subordinate to the other engineering services. Even within your engineering also, you are subordinate. I'm telling you out of practical experience. Okay. So, but then if you join IAS, you have wide varieties. All the engineers will be working with you or under you. Got it?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Next.
Sir, I have one more question also, sir. I am Manoj Kumar, sir. In your option, what are the key attributes that differentiate success engineers in administrative roles of their contributors?
What? If engineers are administrators, how do they contribute? That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they contribute everywhere in every sphere. In budgeting, they contribute. They can easily calculate. Then tender evaluation, they are the number one. They can easily do this technical specification role. In tenders, there are always two sides. One is technical, the other is the financial. So the technical part, all the engineers, we give it to engineers only by it. So easily they can understand all the technical terms and then they vary. So most of the government, as part of the corporate governance, works on this tender system, which engineers can easily handle and contribute a lot. I'm just giving examples.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So can
Sir,
we take last question? Yeah.
Yeah, sir. I have. It's not a question, sir. Actually, in my point of view or in my thought process, I think like IPS are like. Can I say that, sir? You can correct me or like. It. You can say that it is correct or what, sir?
What IPS? IPS is a subordinate service.
No, sir. I have a thought process, so I'll share you that. You can say that it is right or wrong, sir.
Okay, you tell me.
Actually, an IPS officer is a person who is qualified out of like lakhs of people and come to a position. And that power is like you can change not like whatever you want. It is like the things which are cannot be changed in some places or in some area. Like you can change that. And also the power of IPS is like everyone by that area, by that circumference, it they will come under this IPS. So this power is like you can, if you need to make an hospital or like making a college or schools or whatever the needs of people, you can do by this. But also it has a limitation, no, sir. Like we should also, an IPS should also say answers to the upper authorities, no, sir.
Yeah, there is a total hierarchy. It is not that any one person can do whatever he wants. It's a
Yes,
system. There is a procedure. There are committees. Everything is done very transparently. So it is, yes, sometimes as collectors you have a lot of powers, but that is only for a short time. But nobody does it. Everything, because people are watching you. The political system is watching. The executive is watching. So it is very, very difficult to do whatever you want. But if you are really wanting to do good, everyone will come and support you.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Actually, this is what my thing is, sir. Is it what's right or wrong?
No, it is right to do good things, and you will always have support, whether singularly or along with others. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. So, ma'am, if it is over, can we stop and wind up, or you want some more questions?
Yeah, sir, I'm just checking out if any other students are having questions. Like, students, if you have any questions, you can even put it in your chat box. Any questions?
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yeah, tell me first.
What advice would you give to the engineers who are considering a career shift towards administrative service?
Prepare thoroughly right from today. Don't waste time. Take advantage of your practicals and all that. Don't do these college functions and all that. So start preparing right from today if you are serious. At least you will need 2 years of preparation. So by the time you complete your engineering, you are ready to take the exam. We provide free coaching. We have quite a few brilliant students. You can join us or wherever you want, and then you start preparing. Start from the fundamentals, and you will be able to crack easily. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So, no more questions, right?
You can take questions offline also. You can email me. I'll share the email. My email. You can please write. I'm always available to all the students whenever you want anything related to civil services preparation or civil services working. I'm more than happy to help you or advise you. Okay.
Sir,
Hmm.
shall we end the meeting then?
Yes, from my side, we can end.
Okay, sir. Now I request Dr. Cyril Raj, sir, Honorable Secretary of IEI TVLC, for the felicitation address. Cyril Raj, sir. Cyril, sir.
Hello. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. So thank you, sir, for your wonderful presentation.
Most welcome.
I hope all the participants actually would have charged. Yes, sir. So with your valuable speech, dear participants, see, as already stated by the invited speaker, our country need to be brought as the superpower. So it's all there in our hands. I mean, as engineers, actually, our role is very, very important. We have to technically prepare our country for that supremacy also. So in all aspects, like right from the infrastructure on to the defense, everywhere, and then so it's not only infrastructure alone there, but managing those infrastructure, even everything. So I mean, finally, it's coming under the administrative capability along with the technical know-how. So once again, I wish all the participants a grand success, and then I thank Dr. Dharma Rao for providing this wonderful opportunity for the budding engineers to aspire for a great career in Indian IAS or IPS. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful interacting with all of you.
Sir, actually, this certificate we'll be sending it to you by courier, sir.
No, you can send this by you can send it by email, because tomorrow
sir.
I'll put it in LinkedIn. Then you can send it.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay.
that I will frame it and keep it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then bye.
Thank
All
you.
the best, students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. M. Vishnu to end the session with a vote of thanks.
Thank you, Akshaya. On behalf of IEI TVLC, I could like to extend our heartfelt guidance to the speaker for deliver such an through the group, providing a lecture on why engineers should aim for administrative I could also like to thanks all the attend active participants and engage throughout the session. The special thanks to the sir Dharmaraj sir, um, and last but not least, a biggest thank you to the organization and all attended participants. And once again, thank you for all and the speaker. Sir.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you very much, and all the best, students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
And all the participants, we are posting the attendance link in the chat section. So to get the certificate, everyone fill the form. Thank you, everybody. Students fill the Google form to get the certificate. The meeting will be ended shortly in 1 minute. So everyone Fill the form to get your certificates.